Hello, my name is Jordan Krizik, and here is my communicating and advocating for school and community needs. The five school board policies that we'll be looking at, I've personally been involved with through some point in my life, whether it be my current employer, uh, the school I've grew up in, or with internships or observing. Those are the five that I really want to focus on. So for Natoma Community Schools, this is in Natoma, Kansas. This is the school I'm currently at right now. Um, so in the school board policies under students and on page JBCA under homeless students, the district, in accordance with state and federal law and the Kansas state plan, will ensure that homeless children in the school district have access to a free and appropriate public education. So target specific families, so personalized invitations to specific family groups. So for example, Black, Brown, Indian American, uh, American Indian, immigrant, refugees, low income, and language minority families. So for this, Natoma really wants to focus on setting up the correct communication with those students and those families. With those families, I mean, homework in school might not be the top priority. So if we can communicate well with them and keep them in the school district, make them feel welcome, help them as much as possible, that will make a lasting impression on the parents and the students as well. So again, with Natoma, so student, again, in the board policies under student short model bullying plan under JDDC, cyberbullying, that's a huge topic, and it is, especially in our school as well. Bullying by use of any electronic communication device through means including but not limited to email, instant messaging, text messages, blogs, mobile phones, online games, and websites. We do have additional training that is available for that for staff, parents, and teachers as well. Um, this growing uh, this growing relevance on tech-based communications is formed by research that shows digital outreach can help parents stay informed, become more involved, and be better positioned to help with kids' schoolwork. All factors driving better student engagement and performance. So, with this is uh, we can find technology-based improvements or applications through our phones our through our computers that we can help stop cyberbullying from going on, or we can be able to recognize what's going on or how cyberbullying is happening. So, just with students and teachers, this is a way for us to better have communication with the parents, with the students, that hey, if you see something that's going on as far as cyberbullying, these are the main ways that cyberbullying is happening. So please be cognizant of what students are on when they're in their classrooms, when they're on their phones at home, so we can kind of crack down on this. So North Platte Public Schools, this is in North Platte, Nebraska. So this is the school district that I actually grew up in, and I will be actually returning to that school district next year for another PE job. So communication relations policy number 5007. The board recognizes the beliefs of participating in foreign exchange programs. Such programs increase mutual understanding between the students, staff, and citizens of the district and the people of the other countries. The documentation in this includes information to establish that the foreign exchange student has adequate financial support, that the student is covered by health insurance, and a complete transcript and the brief explanation of the transcript. So, in order to encourage and foster this comprehension involvement with all families, school administrators, and teachers must develop mutual trust and consider the different cultural attitudes some families may have towards schooling and being diligent to reach out. So with foreign exchange students, we need to make sure that the parents are willing to send their kids overseas for the schooling. Hopefully that have adequate financial support. So constant communication with the students' programs that they might be coming through, or also with the parents, just so the parents feel comfortable sending their kid to our school, and so that we have enough information so we can adequately help the student whenever we need to. So again, with North Platte Public Schools, student discipline policy number 5101. The discipline which may be imposed includes actions which are determined to be reasonably necessary to aid the student, to further school purposes, or to prevent interferences with the educational process. So, Talking Points is an app that you can use as educational technology nonprofit from the mission to drive student success, especially in underserved, diverse communities, by using accessible technology. Talking Points, that's a great way to communicate with the parents. But there's also Class Dojo, Seesaw, Power School. That's what Natoma uses currently. So whatever might be coming up with the students, if they are disrespecting teachers or other students, Talking Points would be a great way to communicate with parents. Also, setting up meetings wise, if we have to do any virtual meetings, Zooms as well. So it's another application that we can use as teachers or administrators to communicate with the students and parents. So Kearney Public Schools, Kearney, Nebraska. I did a internship with the athletic director, and I also worked there for a little bit. So under 1000 Masters, that section, community relations, the district will make reasonable arrangements to protect student privacy to the extent possible, in which of any such collection, disclosure, or use of personal information. With respect to cultural sensitivity, however, school family communication provides an opportunity to live out the values of inclusion and inequality, which are at the heart of the anti-bias education. So with this, communicating with the parents what needs to be disclosed. Maybe they don't want their the students' pictures out on the web and the yearbook, stuff like that. So we need, as teachers, we need to hold that information. So the family does not want. So just to protect and keep the family comfortable. Kearney Public Schools again, annual parental notification of student privacy protection policy. The district shall provide parents with reasonable notice of the adoption of continued use of policy and their other policies related to the student privacy. Such notice shall be given to the parents or students enrolled in the district. Peter Bergman, so he actually did a study on high school and middle-aged school kids that they're not giving effort towards some of the classes, some of the grades that they're receiving. So what they do is they go and they talk to their parents, and then the parents have a bias towards the teachers because they feel, from what they hear from their student, is they're not getting enough resources or equipment to correctly learn. So what he did a study, and he found that for high school students, the additional information reduces parents' upwardly biased beliefs about their child's effort and make it easier for parents to monitor their children. So another, with the application, constant communication through the app with the teachers and the parents. This will really focus on what each student is doing and how they're actually doing. Not everyone's perfect and they can't have all great days. So there are days where you might have to put on the app that this student just wasn't their self, so they might not have gotten the fully participation grade. So if that comes about, then at least the parents know that as well. So Grand Island Schools in Grand Island, Nebraska, under their board policies of 9110.1, Title I, Parent and Family Member Engagement, convene annual meetings at convenient times to which all parents of participating children shall be invited and encouraged to attend. The agenda will inform parents of the school's participation in the Title I program, explain what Title I is and the requirements associated with it, and the parents' rights to be involved. So when we make an effort to reach out to families in daily interactions, we are doing more than participating in small talk. We are establishing trust. When we encourage two-way communication, we demonstrate our concern and value for our input. So this would be a great time to have an open house for the parents and the teachers before the actual school semester starts. Welcoming in the parents. If there's any questions or concerns with their student or kind of what's going on, just having constant communication, two-way communication, so we can give the students the best education possible. Again, with Grand Island, under the same title, parents of all students are welcome and encouraged to and be involved in the child's education. Accommodations will be provided for the parent who are economically disadvantaged and disabled, have limited English proficiency, have limited literacy. So interpreters, migrant facilitators available to support migrant families, ADA accessible buildings or meetings held in accessible locations, effective cross-cultural communications about all parties feeling comfortable in any conversation with a non-native English speaker. Treat them with respect, do your best to communicate clearly, and give them the encouragement when they respond. So again, with making sure everyone feels comfortable, I mean, I know how uncomfortable I would feel if I went to a non-English speaking country and I tried to communicate with an individual or I was asking for directions. I mean, it would be extremely difficult. And then I can just see how those students and those parents would feel when, I mean, this is their students' education. So I mean, I know we want to give them the best education possible. So making them feel comfortable around us, let them know that they can trust us, and we want the best for their students. For public schools, did another internship with the athletic director in one of these schools as well. So under Section K, School and Community Relations, the district shall work in in collaboration with families and shall actively support the schools and families, enhancing parent engagement. Fostering a welcome, respectful and responsive environment for families, valuing diverse and promoting cultural responsive participation district school wide and with the school community. So with Denver Public Schools, very diverse set of students that they come in contact with. So a strong partnership between staff and families is built on positive communication. Positive communication skills help to make sure that accurate information is shared, expectations are shared, and trust is established. Again, with Denver Public Schools, principal, teachers, and all school staff shall work in collaboration with families by valuing diversity and equality in each child's learning and recognizing students' individual learning style, strengths, academic, and personal needs. Engaging families will contribute to improve student learning outcomes only when family engagement is integrated into all district goals. And so, and with the Denver Public Schools policies, making sure everyone has constant contact with what's going on with their children's learning for their academic and social emotional learning goals. So, school training benefits. So the themes throughout the presentation. So trust, comfortable holding information to the public. I mean, making sure that all this is met from the school through the teachers, so that students and the parents feel comfortable coming in and talking with whatever need that they need. I mean, I know all of these school boards have additional training that either is required. I know when I go to North Platte, I'll be required to complete some training, but I know that there are a lot of training that is out there for teachers, staff, administrators, even parents, for just to make sure that everyone is comfortable and able to give their students the best education possible. So for apps for communication, so again, PowerSchool, ClassDojo, I mean, these are all low cost applications. Just being in constant communication with the parents and the teachers. Two-way communication, positive communication, body language is a huge deal, and how you come about being very professional with speaking to the students and to the parents about whatever's going on, whether it be disruptive or, I mean, even academic success, just talking to them in a very professional manner. And family engagement, I mean, the school is, I like to think of it as a family, so getting everyone involved and everyone on the same page for their student success is huge in what we do. So keep making sure everyone culturally getting that diverse cultural training in is huge for everyone. And then here are our references. Thank you.